Hi guys, so welcome to the February Mobility Camp. First thing, as I posted, was your Archer test, which is this behind the back grab to see how close you can get your hands to actually touch or even grab. So someone that had very good flexibility may actually be able to grab both hands like this in both patterns. Things you want to be thinking about. So what we're going to work on this first few sessions is going to be opening up and improving the range of motion of the thoracic mobility. So when it comes to your shoulders, what you want to think of is to work from the center out. So most people are limited in their thoracic spine in some way. The main thing is that you work on that first and then go out from there, because a lot of people go wrong by working on their shoulders first, and that's when you can actually run into stability issues whenever you're actually loosening up the shoulders too much and the thoracic spine is still really tight, okay? So it may appear like you have a really good overhead position, but you're actually borrowing too much mobility from the shoulder, which will lose stability, which can then cause you pain or even injury long term. So the very first thing that we want to look at is the zenith rotation. So it's in the simplistic mobility method. I think a lot of you guys actually have that on this. So what you're looking from with that. So I didn't put this specific correction in the simplistic mobility method because it would make it not as simplistic anymore. So if you're to notice that you can get a full-on grab touch on one side like that, but on the other side you're like, ugh, and you can barely do that, then that's the way that you want to do your zenith rotations, because that will point to a bit of a thoracic rotation issue on the one side. So if you imagine I exaggerate, one side could be really locked down like that, and the other side is okay. Now what that is going to do is really hinder you when you're bench pressing or pressing above the head or pull-ups. So everything you do is basically going to be sideways. So if one shoulder's here like this, one shoulder's are like that, you'll look like you're doing it straight, but what's basically going to be happening is that. And that's why you can get pain in the front of the shoulder, or be line down the side of the shoulder and stuff like that, with the neck tightening up, or not being able to activate your lats in the right way and stuff. So like I said, we're going to work on opening up the thoracic first of all, okay? Hopefully we're going to get a couple of pops and clicks out of my back, because we've been doing the gym up for the past week, and I've literally been doing no Tom Morrison stuff at all, and I am actually feeling it. Like, I feel as stiff as anything, so I'm looking forward to actually getting into this with you guys. So if you were to have your right arm couldn't go up that high and the left arm couldn't go up that high, okay, so when you do your Archer test, like I said, if you're able to get all the way on the one side but the other side's kind of like this, then this is the way that you do your zenith rotations for a while, okay? And that's going to start to rotate the thoracic spine into a more even level position. So from here, you're going to sit the hips back like that. You're going to anchor your arm into the floor and sway across the whole time. So from here, your shoulders back and down. You're going to rotate up as high as you can. And then take a deep breath in. As you let it out, you pull yourself further, okay? You do that for 5 reps, and then on the other side, you go with the left arm up above the head, and then you rotate up as high as you can. There we go. And then breathe in. There we go. Another one. So, like I demonstrated there, so that doesn't normally happen to me, but like I said, I've been having a week of no training and lifting heavy stuff awkwardly and doing 0 stretches and stuff at all. And you can see there quite easily, I was able to get a couple of clicks and stuff there. You don't want that to actually happen long term, so that's just because I've been bad posture all week and stuff like that. That'll start to recorrect itself again. But that is the control you can start to get with your own movement drills of basically being your own chiropractor, so that you can align everything against the pops and stuff. It's just moving it into the right position. So I feel genuinely at the minute as if I'm a bit like this, and that's just going to open that up again to give me that better position. So before I jump back into training again, I'm obviously going to want to open up my thoracic and get myself moving properly again, okay? So again, it's really in the breath that you can cut a lot of reps out. So if you're doing 5 reps each side, you can actually get away with doing 3 reps each side if you're working on the end range. So if we're wanting to increase our thoracic extension, which is more of this, so the shoulders sit in a better position to be freer to go up, then we want to work on our thoracic rotation. So if you work one side at a time, you're going to creep one side back, creep the other side back, creep one side back, grip the other side back, until eventually you have really good posture, shoulders sitting in a much better position, and you move a lot better in general, okay? So that's the secret to more thoracic extension, is to use thoracic rotation. So remember, your spine has the ability to move almost like a wee circle in all different ways. So the more angles you can hit rotation from, the better you're going to get. So that's what I want you guys to focus on over the next 2 days, is your thoracic rotation, okay? So if you're noticing with your archer test that one side's easy, the other side's hard, then you spend more time. So if you're struggling in this position, you spend more time doing the zenith rotations like this rather than the other way for a while, until you would notice that other hand starting to catch up, okay? So if you're carrying a lot of muscle, then you may only get the hands maybe this close. If you're very flexible, then you may be able to get the full-on grab. What I would say for an average is just to be, you know, maybe 2 fingers spaced close. You don't want to be any further away than that, because then, you know, you are lacking a bit of flexibility there. So for normal person flexibility, you sort of want to be just about close. For advanced flexibility, then yeah, that full-on grab is something you'd want to aim for. So again, what else you can do is change the angle. So you still sit the hips back, but you can then go down to the elbows like this, and then you can work on doing your rotations this way as well, okay? So you're getting a slight different angle at the spine. So I want you to spend as much time on your thoracic spine today and tomorrow, and then we're going to start to look at opening up the pecs and the biceps and the wrists as well, and teaching the neck how to relax. So think of as many ways you can work on thoracic rotation as you can. Anything that you think of could be a drill of your own. Feel free to post it, and let's start finding out things about ourselves and being absolutely awesome. So any questions, guys, anything you're not sure about, post it, make the most use of this month. And yes, thank you all for joining, and I shall see you all soon.